we're done with nostalgia. We're hopping into the latest iteration of Smash Brothers as we see Trela square off against Phenom.
Yes, Phenom, I believe, is a Fox player that I've seen. Ryu, yes. So we're going to see Trela rocking the Ryu. Yes, I'm super pumped about this. And we're going to see Phenom with Fox? No, actually.
Yeah, Phenom's rocking Fox, dude.
Yeah, I remember seeing him at a couple times with Shockwave. This guy knows his stuff. From the times that I've watched him play Fox, he's made this character look very appealing to me.
I like Trela because he represents like that heart of Smash that you have whenever you're a kid. Yeah. Like, it's not about tier lists or anything. It's about who you have the most fun playing with.
Yeah.
Trela is known for not going for those so-called higher tier characters. He just picks characters that he has a lot of fun with, characters that he really likes playing as, and he puts in work. Not only does he have this really solid Ryu, he also has made some names repping Charizard as well as Mii Sword Fighter.
And I think he picks an excellent character here. I think Ryu has completely different tools than the rest of the cast. It feels like he is the vegetable out of a cast of fruits. You know what I mean? He's the one.
So he's brain dead?
No.
Oh, that was rough. I'm so sorry.
That's a little bit much.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's nutritious. It's still delicious. But the thing is that he's different. He has different tools. The ability to call upon armor as you're recovering back to the stage and negating some people's attempts to edgeguard you is really powerful. As well as the ability to kick confirm into something like this, where you have not only the normal version of the special move, you have the inputted version of the special move, the EX versions. So the character has a lot of really interesting tools. And that parry, though.
Oh, yeah. I know, Neptune. You come from that third strike background, so the fact that the perfect shield sound has been replaced for a parry sound from third strike for Ryu, that must be making your life.
Oh, it makes everything better.
So keep in mind that in Street Fighter, whenever you use that focus attack, you can only block one move. Wow, Trela. Trela making sure he cleans his plate there with that back air. Beautiful conversion.
Facing. But yeah, you were right. You were saying about the focus attack. You can only absorb one attack.
Yeah, and that's still true in Smash. So how does that apply to multi-hit moves then?
Correct. So if you are approaching Ryu, I would recommend using multi-hit moves if you see him using armor. And that was a great traditional up smash, though, that we're seeing from Fox and finishing off. Good stuff to Phenom.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the green color on Fox, too. This looks really good.
It goes with the greenish shorts that Phenom is wearing.
Hey!
And funny enough, Phenom is considered to be one of those up-and-comers in the DFW area, and he's squaring it off against Houston's best player, Trela. So, you know, it's maybe a bit, I wouldn't necessarily call it a huge upset, but definitely, you know, it speaks for itself if he can close out this set.
I mean, they've made great progress into this bracket. So here's what I'm thinking, is that Trela is looking at it and he might be thinking, maybe I'm swapping, maybe I'm not. He's sticking with it. It's a good commitment. So here's the thing, is that with Ryu, he has good hit confirms. Using things, because he has multiple variations of his moves, pressing jab and holding jab give you two completely different actions. So you have to be very cautious about what you're doing and be very cognitive. There's combos in this character, for instance, low forward, pressing crouch and then holding down A. See that leg go out, hyperextend, and then following up with fireball. Those are true combos. And there's ways that you can actually even use that and focus attack to cancel that and get a lot closer to your opponent a lot quicker, maybe set up for some throw mix-ups. So there's great ways to approach with this character. I want to see great conversions like that from Trela. Let's go.
Man, this tempo looks completely different for Trela right now, asserting complete dominance in game number 2. Has Phenom off stage, but Phenom goes just below that Hadouken, ends up using that side B to grasp onto the ledge, and now it's his turn to counter.
See how he's controlling this face. Doing a good job there of jumping in and going straight for that Nair. Phenom is making things happen. I've been seeing Trela go for a lot for those collarbone breakers of the first game, but this time finishing off a stock with that EX Shoryuken. That was so close.
Oh, yeah, and he's actually kind of famous for those collarbone breakers. There's footage of him squaring off against a Jigglypuff player.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, man, the collarbone breaker usage, because it's so good at breaking shields, was a one-hit KO on Jigglypuff anytime he would land it on a shield. Woo! He got like 3 of those in the set. It was crazy.
Brilliant. It was brilliant. And you can set up by putting a lot of pressure on your opponent by jumping in and using forward air and then landing and going straight into collarbone breaker and do a lot of damage on those shields.
Man, Trela really turning it up in game number 2. Has Phenom at 68%. He's going to reflect that Hadouken right back, but Trela charging that down smash. Doesn't quite find it. Phenom's chance to attack. Gets the 1-2. Doesn't find the upper after that up throw.
Yeah, instead, I mean, granted, you can convert off of the 1-2 into multiple options there. But Phenom doing a great job here converting off of that down throw. Wow, Shoryuken just guessing. And I can tell you right now that out of shield Shoryuken is a ridiculously good option.
I know that in Street Fighter, it has that invulnerability on startup. Is it still the case in Smash?
As a matter of fact, it is. And it's really powerful because it also has very little recovery as soon as you land with it. Now, granted, you're falling down a very large distance, which allows you to get hit.
That's true.
But coming down, you get straight back to the ground, you get straight into your next attack.
And I think that's probably why Trela counterpicked Battlefield. Those platforms means that he has a safer time using those Shoryukens because the time that he's falling is cut back as long as he lands on a platform.
That's absolutely correct, Justin. So
that being said, I'm curious to see why Phenom decided to go back to Battlefield. I would have assumed that it would have been better for him to pick a flatter stage, something like maybe Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Maybe he has something in mind. Maybe he has ideas for throwing, and following up with up airs, maybe on these higher platforms. But we'll see what he has in mind. I'm curious.
Nice.
But straight back into the neutral.
And he SDIs right out of those tilts, getting on the other side of Trela. But Trela coming in strong with that forward air. Sorry, down air.
So here's the thing with Phenom, though. He's been doing a good choice of using these fade back nairs. So he comes on, hits him on shield, and says, you know what, it's a little commitment. If I hit him, great, I get some percentage. Otherwise, I'm still getting fadeaways, and I'm not going to be punished as heavily.
Ooh, up tilt to the Shoryu. That's going to be just enough to take Phenom off the top. We saw a two-stock from this man. Can Trela do it again?
Good down throws, follows up there with that back air. But that's been Phenom's game so far. This match has been trying to play safer. Trela still being offensive, still being very good, very smart when it comes to his combo game. I'm wondering how he's going to continue this. Look at this. See all that consistent damage. He chained together multiple crouch shorts and then followed up with a Hadoken.
And honestly, in true Street Fighter fashion, the first game indeed was just data. It just feels like Trela has Phenom's number right now. That being said, Phenom, a bit on the offensive right now, ends up getting grabbed, unfortunately. Nice.
Ooh, he had been conditioning him the entire match to think Hadoken was coming. He jumps into Shine as a reaction and then gets punished for it.
Exactly. Let's see if Phenom can maybe corrupt this download that Trela has on him right now. Does the dash attack. Phenom has to recover. Ooh. Nice sweep. Oh, sweeps the leg. But keep in mind, you have the side B into the Firefox in this game, unlike in previous iterations of Smash.
Oh my gosh. Raw up smash, and that's going to take it.
That was disgusting. Trela crushing Phenom's hopes after a very solid Game 1 performance, gets the downloads, makes the correct adaptation, and continues on in the winner's bracket.